Welcome to Out of the World, and we're currently in Moravia, the most fairy tale-like part in the east of the Czech Republic. We're making an epic road trip along some hidden gems in Europe, so next up is the Czech Republic. But you already saw us in Germany, Poland. We dove into the fairy tale land of the Brothers Grimm before driving to the most eastern and most beautiful part of Germany at the Bastei. We camped out in the woods of Poland between colored lakes. We discovered the medieval history and the heritage of royal dynasties in one of Europe's most exciting cities, Krakow. More stunning nature was waiting near the Slovakian border at Zakopane and hidden Lake Morskie Oko. Poland was incredible. But I'll see you soon as we drive further to Czechia. So let's pick up the Europe road trip to more hidden gems from here. For 4 hours we drove through pouring rain from Zakopane to get to the Czech Republic. And this place, Moravia, is famous for the rolling vineyards, the beautiful landscapes and the historic castles. So it's a fairy tale and it's the perfect place to get to know the Czech culture. So I say let's start.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by.
In the first supermarket we see, groceries seem to be quite affordable compared to Western Europe.
Somewhere in the great unknown, when I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together.
This is the typical traditional Moravian village called Rozstání, meaning the parting of ways. It's roughly 700 years old, but it was totally abandoned in World War II because it was turned into military training ground by Nazis. Most of it was rebuilt after that.
I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
The countryside all around us is incredibly scenic as we go and look for a campground.
The feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean in the moment.
During our stay in the Czech Republic, we're here at camping Bouzov, right in the heart of the Moravian Karst near a village called Rozstání. And this is also a very cheap place because we camp out here in the lush nature for only 10 euros a night. The ideal base for nature lovers and adventurers and a prime location to get some rest and fully unwind.
Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where
The place is great, the food is even better, but the prices are best as we dine here well under 10 bucks per meal.
feeling is all gone.
Good morning! And welcome guys here in Czechian camping life. We're sitting here having a bite, the sun is shining, and we'll soon be checking the surroundings here. And in Czechia there are, especially in East Czechia, crazy beautiful castles. And we're gonna take an hour's drive to the Bouzov Castle. I'm excited. And you excited, Jens? So let's go. Yeah! We're thoroughly enjoying the Czech Republic and especially that incredible campsite in the woods. But it was time to check out the surrounding area, and that brought us to Bouzov. And Bouzov is home to one of the most beautiful medieval castles in entire Europe, or at least in Czechia, the Castle of Bouzov. No, you don't have to close the door, honey. And yes, we won't forget the camera.
With your hand on your heart, please tell me which way to go, 'cause I sure don't know. One piece in hand is a start, but it's a mighty puzzle to lay. No need to say, how will I cope?
I do love castles, especially old medieval ones in Europe. Tucked away in the forest, this one is perfectly picturesque. It doesn't even look real. Originally built 700 years ago in the early 14th century, it was completely reimagined around 1900 into the ultimate romantic fortress. Today, it's consistently ranked as one of the most beautiful and magical castles in Central Europe. It might look familiar because this favorite for filmmakers starred in classic fairy tale movies and even Netflix series. It was in The Brothers Grimm, Young Indiana Jones, and more recently in The Letter for the King. As night is falling, I decide to fly a second time with the drone to capture even more magic with the setting sun.
But I'm hardly awake. A limbo dance, such a fine romance. Bit by bit I am slowly waking to see what's real, to finally heal. How will I call?
I could not get enough of this brilliant place. That was absolutely one of the most stunning sights I ever saw across Europe. a hidden gem, and especially with the sun setting, this was such an incredible, enchanting moment. So all we need now is something to make it even more beautiful, which will be one of those big Czech Republican beers they have over here. Let's look for a terrace. The village of Bouzov turned out to be non-touristy, and life in general seems to move at a very enjoyable pace here in East Czechia. It's hard to imagine nowadays, but one of the bloodiest fights in history took place in this area. At the end of World War II in April 1945, nearly 500,000 soldiers were involved in the liberation of Moravia from Germany by the Red Army, killing over 100,000 Nazis. But now it's where I prepare dinner in the evening sun. Cheers! It's almost time to say goodbye to the Czech Republic and this beautiful campsite as well. This is one of the most beautiful camping spots I have seen in my life. With the sun coming up over the mountains, with the morning dew on the grass, this is truly one with nature. And life is cheap here as well. So, next up is Austria, but first, let's enjoy this campsite for some days. Okay, hold up. Suze, did you just push my boy down and make him fall? Oh, and that's funny to you?
Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails.
I am not kidding that the entire bill remained under 20 euros every time here, including wines and beers.
This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore.
It's cold, guys. September in Czechia. Let's go for a swim. Woo. So, that was it for this episode. In a beautiful Czechia, but the road trip through Europe carries on, of course. I'll see you guys in Austria. Be sure to watch Out of the World every week as the fairy tale keeps getting better as we visit the village of Disney's Frozen. Subscribe and never miss a thing. Ciao!